One of the best parts about school as a kid was assemblies. You'd get to class in the morning and the teacher would be like, all right guys, so during second period today, you were supposed to learn fractions and shit, but instead we're gonna go to an assembly, and everyone's like, yeah, let's fucking go. I love assemblies. You get to assemble and shit. I love it so much. So you'd go down to the auditorium and there would be a speaker, which would range from someone trying to sell you chocolate to some guy they found off the street that's a yo-yo expert. I remember we had one guy come in one day and he was like, hey everyone, so my name is John Doe and I'm your comptroller. And everyone's like, what the fuck is a comptroller? And he's like, I'm basically the chief financial officer for New York City. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, I'm like a politician. Are you the mayor? No, I'm not the mayor. I'm the comptroller. Are you the president? No, I'm not the fucking... Why the fuck would the president of the United States come to a random ass public school to talk to dumb kids? I don't know. What did this guy say he is? I think he's a controller, like he controls stuff. Sir, I have a PS2 controller. Do you do that? What the fuck does that even mean? I remember once a weatherman came in, which was pretty cool because you only really see them on TV. I'd never seen one in real life before. It was probably the closest I'd ever get to seeing a celebrity in person. And we had that yo-yo expert I mentioned before. He taught us how to walk the dog. And then I went home and I tried to do it on my yo-yo from the 99-cent store and it exploded. And sometimes we had some really random guests. Like we had one woman come in one day with her dog and I had no idea what the point was. I just remember she was on stage with her dog and talked about it like it was show and tell. She could have been a cop with a police dog or someone who had a service dog, but I literally have no clue. And it's funnier if I just remember it as some random person who just talked about their dog on stage for an hour. My favorite guests though were the Holocaust survivors, which sounds pretty fucked up, but it's really interesting listening to people talk about their experience in history. But the worst part about it was when it was time to ask questions. Bro, these kids had the dumbest questions I've ever heard in my life. They'd be like, when you were in the Holocaust and your family died, was that really sad? Yeah, well, my entire family and everyone I loved died, so yeah, it was pretty sad. Yeah, once my goldfish died and I was pretty sad, so I understand. Okay, great. Any other questions? When you stayed at the German person's house to be safe, did you eat Oreos? No, I did not eat Oreos. I like Oreos. Alright, great. Anyone else? Can I ask a question? Sure, what would you like to know? So the Nazis, were they the good guys or the bad guys? Well, they killed my family and 6 million other Jewish people, so what do you think? I think they were the bad guys. Yeah, they were the bad guys. Thanks for asking. I felt so bad for her. She probably goes home after one of these and her husband's like, so, how was talking to the children, honey? And she's like, Larry, I swear to God, these kids are the stupidest fucking people I've ever met in my life. What? Why? What happened? One of them asked me if I was sad when my family died. Well, were you? Larry, I'm just asking.